Hey, it's Rosemary here. How you doing? Now, everyone kind of thinks that they have to show up as really perfect, as having it all together. They put on this mask, knowing all things, being all things to all people, savior of the world types that actually don't do very much at all because all their energy is kind of taken up with trying to pretend that they have it all made. And yet we all know that you're putting on a front. We all know it, and we kind of dislike you for it because, you're trying too hard to be perfect, just so you know. And we turn our backs on your crazy nonsense. The people we admire are the authentic ones, the real ones that kind of wear their hearts on their sleeves and somehow manage to keep things going. The ones that encourage us to believe that even though things are not perfect now, we still have a shot. They show us that we can make more stuff happen if we just stay on the journey. Now, I used to be that person pretending to know it all, pretending to always be happy, full of life, but over the last year or so, I've progressively taken off the layers and laid myself bare more and more to the people I'm called to serve. Why? Because I truly care for your happiness, and it really doesn't serve you to think that getting everything you want is going to be a happy walk in the park while singing happy clappy songs and doing nothing more than wishing for it. It doesn't work that way. It hasn't worked for anyone I know, and I don't think it's going to work for you either, okay? But then people get in their heads this idea that, their hardship is theirs alone, that no one else has gone through the same nonsense. They make it mean that they cannot make their business work, okay? They make it mean any number of crazy things, and guess what? It just means you're on the journey. And the ones that really make it and go on to impact crazy amounts of people and make an awesome amount of money are simply the ones who own all of their craziness. They lay it on the line and they keep doing the work anyway. Yes, honey, your mess is your message. Especially if you're one of my peeps, you're called to inspire, to teach, to coach, to speak, to heal. Then for real, no one wants your perfect, I have it all together nonsense. No, that may have worked in your corporate career where everyone is fake, but in the entrepreneur world, no one can relate to that. And you'll just sound like every other nonsensical person out there trying to be perfect and bland. Let that nonsense go. And also, let go of the fake authenticity where you're trying to pull on my heartstrings every other second, hoping that I'll cry my way to buying from you because you told me your rags to riches story. I need to have a gut reaction, to you, and that only happens when I see you being vulnerable and authentic. Have you ever had a vulnerability hangover? I think it's Brené Brown that uses that phrase, okay? Where you kind of share something with the world and you wonder if you're breaking your business by being that real. And frankly, you kind of feel a little sick that you did such a crazy thing. And you wonder if you can be that real ever again, but you can't do it any other way anymore because you're committed to building a life surrounded by people that you are called to serve, not just everybody, okay? And so you have to trust the fact that the real ones will come and everyone else will be repelled. And what if you've spent most of your business life attracting anyone from anywhere? And so now as you decide that you're going to show up powerfully as yourself, with your messy message and all of that, as you finally start to pay attention to the real, true vision within you that you've always had, okay, and you finally give yourself permission to be you in all your messy glory, you then see all those people that you kind of sweat blood and tears being bland, getting them onto your mailing list, you start seeing them walking away because that was not what they signed up for, okay? And in that moment, you worry that you're maybe going too far. But then you choose to trust the process. You trust that as you deliberately polarize the looky-loos, you'll finally get in touch with the real people. And yeah, it's scary, okay? In your present moment, as you're watching them walk away, it is scary and you wonder. But you keep the faith. You keep showing up. You refuse to let the fear overwhelm you. You put your game face on and you trust that your story, your mess is exactly what your people need to hear. And you trust that the vision you've carried forever is all the permission you need to be your true, real self, calling in the people you want to serve. And honey, you just keep showing up. You set the goal for your business, for your life, and then you release it and you just show up. You tap into a deep courage within you just to be you and know that it is enough. You stop indulging the fear, the self-doubt. You see it, but you lay it to one side and you show up with your mess and with your glory and with your vision. You stop waiting for some external force or person to tell you to go. You say what must be said. You just release it. You stop caring so much about the result because you trust that your people are watching, maybe cautiously to start with, but then little by little they put their hands up and they come closer into your world. And little by little everything changes. The people you are surrounded by are exactly the people you saw in your vision of what life could be for you, okay? Your bank account starts to look exactly how you saw it in your vision. And in fact, you now wish you'd asked for more, and so you do. You wake up feeling good and excited about the work you're now doing and wonder why it took you so long to take off the limits that others and yourself had imposed on you, because now life starts to feel so good. business life, life business, all flowing lovely together. And you feel fulfilled, but not so fulfilled that you're not already looking for the next thing, okay? Ultimately, you learn by trusting that your mess is your true message and your vision has always been your permission to move, okay? Is there a point to this? Your mess is your message, so share it. Your vision is your permission. Move! It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you're born to live because you want to, okay? And hey, if you're ready to really ramp things up and you would like to have a consultation, so we look at and see what you would like to make happen in the next 90 days or so. We'll look and see what could be holding you back. How can we get you more of your ideal people into your life? How can we get them making sales with you? Then let's have a conversation. Okay, let's have a conversation and see, or a consultation, and see how we can make that happen for you. You just need to pop over to rosemarynonniknight.com/business coaching. Let's have a conversation. If you're called to inspire, teach, heal, serve, well, not just serve, okay? Inspire, teach, heal, speak, or coach, then let's have a conversation. You ready? Until the next time, it's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you were born to live. Okay then, bye.